After 12 days of driving, 2 border crossings, and 1 ferry ride later, we'd finally arrived at our first destination in Alaska. Cordova is a small fishing town, located in the temperate rainforest on the east side of Prince William Sound. We ended up being here for about a month, and in that time, we had some truly beautiful and life-changing experiences. We met some amazing individuals and got to learn a lot about the local indigenous culture of the Eyak people, whose ancestral land we were on.
During our stay, we camped in our trailer outside the cultural center for my job, so we had access to a house with some communal amenities, which was really nice. The center is located right on the shore of this gorgeous lake, so within our first few days there, we discovered a new activity we both grew to absolutely love. After taking Marge out in the canoe near the shore, we put her back in the scamp and decided to switch to a kayak to paddle out to the island in the middle of the lake.
We made it to the island! It's gorgeous. It's a really cool vantage point to be able to just be like surrounded by the water, you know?
Yeah, it's fun. It's beautiful.
So gorgeous.
After this, we headed back out on the water to explore more of the lake.
As we made our way back to shore, we began to notice salmon in the water. We learned that they were in their spawning season, so we got to witness a crucial step in the salmon life cycle. Salmon eggs are laid in fresh water, which is where they hatch and begin to develop. Once large enough, they start their migration to the open ocean, which marks the start of the adult stage of their life. After a length of time that varies by species, adult salmon return to fresh water to lay their eggs in the place they were born. At this stage, the salmon aren't strong enough to return to the ocean again, so they defend their nests until their bodies give out. The nutrients from their decomposing bodies then go back to the earth, completing their life cycle. The salmon here are incredibly important to the Eyak people and local community, so it was absolutely wonderful to witness this process in nature, in order to understand the salmon more and see how their lives are intertwined with the whole ecosystem, as all life is.
Our first week or so we had really great weather, so we took advantage of it as much as possible. This was our first hike in Alaska and was definitely one of the best hikes we took. It was difficult, but we made it up the peak where there was still snow, and had a beautiful view.
Our friends drove us out to a few mushroom foraging spots in the forest to show us some of the local edible fungi that was in season.
Foraging for mushrooms.
You having a good time?
I'm having a good time.
Nice. Oh, that looks so good. How many do you have so far?
I have a good amount. This should be all the way up here.
Oh no, we're going to a new spot.
Okay.
Add it to the hole. Woo! Wow, good job, Scob. Look at how beautiful they are.
I know, huh?
What that?
Oh.
Whoa. We got quite the haul of mushrooms here. Our friends who live here know what they're doing. We definitely wouldn't have attempted this without locals who know what is up, but I think we got 4 different types. This is blue chanterelle. These are winter chanterelles. These are angel wings. We just found a couple of these. Our friend actually found these, just a few. And then we got a bunch of hedgehog mushrooms. That underside is so cool. We're gonna need to clean these pretty good because they're pretty dirty. I'm so excited to eat them though.
Oh,
I think they're gonna be good.
I think it's
I love mushrooms.
amazing that we went out and foraged them ourselves.
I know. Gotta get all the big dirts off. Oh yeah. When I went to check on her,
Yeah.
when we got back from mushroom foraging, she was smelling my hands so
Oh,
much.
really?
I told her, I was like, we were picking mushrooms, baby girl. For our first mushroom meal, we ate the hedgehogs, cooked with butter and salt. And the next night, we added the rest of the mushrooms to some pasta, cooked in butter, garlic, salt, and red pepper flakes. Both meals were absolutely delicious.
From this point on, most of our days here were extremely rainy, but we still wanted to explore the area. So our friend who is a wilderness guide took us out on a driving adventure. This creek contains glacial flour, which gives the water its milky blue appearance. We learned that this is caused by sediment that is made as glaciers scrape across the surface of the earth. That sediment becomes suspended in the water and changes the way light reflects off of its surface. Normally, we wouldn't advise drinking from a mountain stream, but we were assured that this one was safe and had delicious water.
Whoa! Whoa!
As we were heading back, we pulled over to watch this, and were all thoroughly entertained by it.
There's an absolutely incredible glacier and glacial lake here that we wanted to check out before leaving. So we decided to go hike around it with some of our friends one cloudy afternoon. Scobie was here back in 2019 and was shocked at just how much it had melted in that time. You used to be able to walk directly out onto the glacier, but that's no longer possible. Visiting the glacier was really special to us because we're not sure how much longer we'll be able to. We explored the area a bit and then finally decided to do something we'd all been talking about but weren't sure we would actually do.
We found our perfect iceberg. This looks like fun. And it's a nice, soft, still bottom.
Despite our total submersion, we still weren't satisfied, and vowed to return to the glacier once more before leaving.
Near the end of our stay, we took a boat out to an island in the Sound to stay overnight at a cabin with some friends. We explored the area on foot and by kayak later that day. We had to time our hike just right to avoid the tide coming in and obscuring our path through the mud flats. While walking, we learned that this area used to be a shipyard where boats would come for repairs.
Did you lose it?
I thought I was gonna lose it.
After returning from the hike, we decided to take Marge out for a bit to explore the beach and forest.
It must feel good on the paws.
Margie, walk around.
Girl, get it! Gosh, you're so adorable, sweetie. You look so cute up there, Marge. Hi, Queen of the Forest.
There we go. Oops.
Okay, we're both bad.
Nice hit. Good. It's so pretty. The water is so cool.
A few days later, we woke up at 5 a.m. and headed to the harbor to catch our ferry. Sad to leave our new friends and this wonderful place behind.
Bye, Cordova!
Watching some videos on the Sky Road.
Welcome back to Sky.
This morning we got on the ferry around 6 a.m. and it was supposed to depart at 7, which it did, and we were supposed to arrive to Whittier around 1:45, 2
Which
o'clock.
we did.
Which we did. But the bridge wasn't working. It was damaged and they needed to repair it. So we've been waiting in the ferry right outside of Whittier for like 6 hours now.
Yep.
We have been in the ferry
Over
for like
6 hours.
12.5 hours.
Yeah, the first, I want to say hour and a half of waiting, they weren't really quite sure how long it would take or if we'd have to go to a new port. But then when they realized that we were just going to stay here and wait for someone to come fix it, they let us come downstairs. So we were probably luckier than a lot of people because we just laid in this camp for hours. I just slept for hours because we got up so early. We got up at 5 in the morning and we didn't go to bed until almost midnight. So we're very grateful that we had our house and we were able to chill and probably be a lot more comfortable than most people, but it was brutal.
Yeah, it was. Right.
But I think we're finally about to get out, so we're really happy about that. Marjorie was a champ. She did a great job, too. Once we were off the boat, we headed to a campsite for the evening.
We're on the bridge! The scary bridge!
In the morning, we would be headed out again for the next part of our Alaskan adventure.